All right, can everyone see the Japanese vinegar slide? Great. Francis, very cute cat. All right, so my name is Sarah Forsyth. I'm from Canada, represent, and I've been working at Mitzkan for 2.5 years. This is Apr23. He's been at Mitzkan for 42 years. So he's our vinegar expert. So to start, I'd like to just introduce you to our company. Mitzkan was established in 1804. That's older than Canada, which was set up as a country in 1867. Our headquarters are in Honda, Aichi. It's about 45 minutes south of Nagoya. And we also have a museum there. Honda was originally where our founder lived, and he had a sake brewery. And the area was very great for these kind of fermentation processes, including miso and soy sauce, alcohol, and vinegar. It was well connected to shipping lanes. It had a good water and also a good climate. And our headquarters is still there, more than 200 years later. Our group CEO is Kazuhide Nakano. He's the 8th Nakano to be running the company. It's a privately owned family company. So also is really amazing, I think. We have 3,800 employees and 2,000 of them are in Japan. So in Japan, you've probably seen some of our products in the grocery stores, or maybe even have them. Well, I know you have them in your house because they were sent to you, but maybe you had some before that. So our main products are ajipon, which is a ponzu, vinegar and citrus and soy sauce mixed together. And then we have vinegar, we have tsuyu, which is soup stocks, natto, which is fermented soybeans. Personally, I love natto, but I know some people don't like it. And we also have musubi yama, which are fish flakes, not fish flakes, rice seasoning flakes that you can put on your rice. It's a great way to make boring white rice taste good. And we also have nabe hot pot soups. So that's where 2,000 of our employees work. Where are the rest, right? It's a big mystery. We are in the United States, Mitzkan America. Probably the Americans audience, you recognize this. The ragu pasta sauce and Bertolli pasta sauce, and also vinegars. And we're also present in the UK and Europe with the Branston sweet pickles, Sarson's malt vinegar, and Hayward's pickled vegetables. And actually, since 2019, 50% of our sales come from overseas. So I want to ask you guys in the chat, what types of vinegar do you know? Apple vinegar, it was a bit cheating. You guys said that one. Apple cider vinegar, I think, is the most popular one, especially in the West. Everybody knows it. It's a healthy one. Oh, sherry vinegar. That's a bit rare. Good one. Balsamic. Oh, I'm glad you guys are saying something besides rice vinegar. White wine vinegar. Yeah. All right. Malt vinegar. Yeah, that was a give me. I just said Sarson's malt vinegar. Great on fish and chips. All right. So today we're going to learn a little bit about Japanese vinegar, and also it will give you some background information to those other kinds of vinegar as well. So for Mitsukan, earlier I showed a few photos, but we have a lot of different kinds of vinegar. We're one of the top producers in the world. And these are just the retail vinegars. We've got 4 main categories. These are the cooking vinegars, including rice vinegar, yamabuki, red vinegar, white wine vinegar, balsamic, those kind of ones. We also have seasoned vinegars. So these ones will add some seasoning such as salt and sugar to the vinegars, usually dressings, and also kantan soup, which I believe you were sent. And this next category, drinking vinegars, is becoming very popular. And we've got more than 24 kinds right now. Lots of different flavors besides what you would usually get as drinking vinegar. Like most people think just apple cider, but we also have blueberry, raspberry, Chardonnay. My favorite right now is this one in the bottom right. The bottom right is a grapefruit. So once it gets hot out, that's the only one I'll be drinking. And the last category is citrus seasoned vinegars, which is ajipon, which is the most famous. It's great with gyoza. And it's been one of our main products since 1964. This first original one was a couple years older than that, and they're doing a campaign for that one with drinking vinegar right now and making ponzu sour. And I just really love these retro images, so I included it. All right. And so Mitsukan's been making vinegar since 1804, and you can actually see the vinegar in our label. So on all of our products, you'll see this mark. And it's based on the Nakano family crest, which is 3 lines inside a circle up at the top. But we took them out, and we've 3 lines represent taste, tang, and aroma. And the bottom one brings them all together. And it also is for us to be known around the world. So I said we started in 1804. It all began when our first founder, or only founder, I guess, Matsuzaima Nakano the first, he visited Edo, and there he experienced hayazushi. Hayazushi literally means fast sushi, the original fast food. And in this image, these circles here are showing the yatai, or the food stalls where they're selling sushi. It was just becoming popular, and people would go there, order it, they could stand and eat it. So it was much faster than anywhere you would sit down. Once they were done, they would wipe their fingers on the norin, or the curtain, hanging in the shop. So the dirtier the curtain, the better tasting and more popular the sushi. And compared to previous sushis that had to be fermented for a long time, this was much, much faster. The kinds before were called namanare, which is preserved fish. And you could eat the rice with that one. And then there was narezushi before that. And in that one, the rice was just thrown away. And the fish was eaten. And they used rice vinegar for the hayazushi. But as you probably guessed, if you've read up on any Japanese history, rice was in hot demand. It was used for paying taxes, it was used for eating, making alcohol, and rice vinegar was even used for studying the colors of kimono. So Matsuzaima, he had an idea. What if he could make a better and cheaper vinegar? First, I'll let you know how vinegar is made. It's made through a double fermentation process. So first, you have to take your original item, in this case it would be rice, and you ferment it to make sake. And once you've got your sake, or alcohol here, you can ferment it again to make vinegar. This means anything that you can make into alcohol, you can make into vinegar. And that's why there's so many different kinds of vinegar, basically unlimited. And you can actually see the process represented in the kanji for vinegar. On the left-hand side is the kanji for sake, and on the right-hand side is the kanji for make. It's literally made from sake. And Matazaemon, as a brewery owner, knew this. And it was a big taboo for people to make vinegar in the sake brewery because it could contaminate all of your sake. But he thought, why don't I take the sake leaves, just pictured here, and make vinegar from these. So this is a byproduct of making sake, also called sake cake sometimes. And he fermented this for 3 years. So we've got the original 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. And he used this to make a rich and mellow vinegar that he called yamabuki, which you should all have there handy with you. So this was quite ahead of his time, I think. Today we would call this like upcycling and a very like sustainable way to reduce waste in the supply chain. And he was also a bit of a marketing genius. He sold his Yamabuki vinegar as a brand name exclusively in Tokyo. It matched really well with the sushi. So it became very popular and also helped to make sushi popular because it was cheaper than rice vinegar, and also it tasted better in the sushi. So that's how Mitsukan and sushi are connected, and we're still connected today. The 1984 Mitsukan Yamabuki was revived and relaunched, and that's the bottle you have there. We don't sell it by the barrel like this anymore. It's also, because it's a bit more flavorful than rice vinegar, you can also cut down on some of the sugar, salt, and soy sauce needed when you're cooking with it. You can actually still try sake leaves vinegar sushi out and about in Nihonbashi today. So we have Kizushi, the blue one here. This one's near Ningyocho Station. And Yoshino Sushi Honten, which is near Nihonbashi Station. So next time you're feeling like going for some maybe a little bit fancy sushi, you can check those places out. They had pretty good reviews on Google Maps when I looked. Okay, now I have a question for you guys. What does Yamabuki mean? So you can hold up your answer just to the camera. Hold up your fingers, 1, 2, or 3, what you think it is. Number 1 for sake leaves, 2 for top of the mountain, and 3 for yellow rose. See a couple 2s. A lot of people thinking 2. All right, I'll let you know the answer is yellow rose. I tricked you with that yama, okay? So Yamabuki is actually Japanese yellow rose. And once you add Yamabuki to the rice, it turns it kind of amber and yellow like this flower. So that's why he gave it that name. Next question. Edo style sushi was then modern sushi. 1, the same size as modern sushi. 2, 2 times bigger than modern sushi. Or 3, 3 times bigger than modern sushi. What do you think? 2 times bigger, 3 times bigger. Well, I only see one person who thinks it was the same. Actually, 2 times bigger. Good job, people who got it right. So you can see in the picture here, this rice is a bit more yellow than the rice that you barely see underneath the shrimp. It wasn't the only difference though, because back then they didn't have refrigerators. So in order to preserve the flavor and keep their fish fresh, they also had to put the vinegar and salt on the topping. So today, if you go, only the rice will be seasoned, but back then they had to season both. And I think the taste was quite different because they used twice as much salt and half as much vinegar. So if you could time travel back then, you'd probably be surprised. All right, last question. How much did a piece of Edo sushi cost? This has changed to current prices. All right, so 1 for 160 yen, 2 for 320, or 3 for 500 yen. This is twice as big. See lots of 2s, 1s, 3s. Oh, we've got everything covered. They were 160 yen. I think that's quite a deal because 2 or 3 pieces would fill you up. It would be done in 400 or 500 yen. I kind of think of it as being similar to onigiri. All right, so now I would like you to take your samples and we're going to do a quick tasting. So if you have a spoon handy, that would be really good. So you should have these little bottles. And we're going to start with R. This one stands, oh, sorry. This one is for rice vinegar, that's what the R is. So when we're tasting the vinegars, I'd like you to think back to the Mitskan's 3 lines: taste, tang, and aroma. And so give it a little sniff. Try to imagine, like, does it smell like it's going to be very strong? And how acidic do you think it'll be? So if you give it a taste, you'll find it kind of has a bit of a rice flavor and a mild acidity. I recommend small tastes because, it's vinegar still. And in Japanese, it's called komizu, which just means rice vinegar. So this vinegar is great for sushi, vinegar dishes, pickles, marinades, dressings, and other dishes that are not cooked. So you can see a few people coughing. Have a sip of water. And it's really good for anything that you're not cooking. So you have to put some vinegar into a potato salad, or you're making your own salad dressing. This is good for that. All right, next is Yamabuki. This one's the easiest to tell. It's a Y, and it's the only dark one. So this one will have a stronger scent. It's a sake-leaf vinegar. It's a stronger flavor and a more noticeable acidity. So go easy on this one if you went a little too hard on the rice vinegar. Tastes good, right? All right, so this one is also perfect for sushi. We're going to be using it today to make our sushi rice. And it's also really well suited to any kind of Japanese cuisine. Actually, Akano-san likes to put it in his wine, right, or grape juice, in his grape juice to make it taste like wine. So good if you're not supposed to be drinking alcohol. All right, now we'll move on to the fruit vinegars. This might be a little bit easier to taste. We've got apple. That's going to be A. A for apple. I think this is the one that most people will be familiar with tasting straight. And it's made from apples. Big shock, I know. And it's refreshingly acidic. Actually, in Japan, they recommend that you have 15 milliliters of vinegar a day for your health. So overseas, a lot of people will drink apple cider vinegar. But I recommend that you dilute it with some water because it can be a bit much if you just take a tablespoon straight. And it's very well suited to dressings, marinades, and drinks, as we already discussed. All right, and last is the wine vinegar. That's a W. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so it's W. I don't think you guys can see it, but anyways, it's W for white wine vinegar, and that's made from grapes. It has a light acidity. So should be kind of similar to the rice vinegar in the lightness of its flavor. And it's good for dressings and Western style stews. Makes sense that it's good in Western because that's probably where most people think of using lots of wine. And I've already mentioned earlier, but that double fermentation process, if you've ever opened a bottle of wine and forgotten about it, you've probably noticed it getting a bit sour. So you've made vinegar at home. Right. And last, but not necessarily tasting, but it's the kantansu. Kantan means easy or simple in Japanese. And so this is easy vinegar, all in one, quick and easy seasoned vinegar. And this was used for quick pickles, vinegar dishes, sushi, marinades, and meat dishes. I've had it straight before myself when I made quick pickles. So if you want to taste it, you can, and you'll know what a seasoned vinegar tastes like. But I always have some cucumbers or daikon in my fridge sitting in the kantansu. So they'll taste very like sweet and nice compared to all the other straight vinegars you just tried. And that's the, I like a kind of like cheers looking thing going on there. So I think that probably picked up your appetite a little bit. And we'd like to move on to the next part. So thank you for listening. And if you have any questions, we can answer them. And arigatou gozaimasu. So now,
do you have any questions? Since we take for a little minute for preparation for taking class, if you have any questions, please ask right now. Please raise your hand if you have any questions.
You can do it on there.
I'll raise my hand.
You're not muted.
And you are a master of vinegar right now?
someone turned on their mic to ask a question maybe, but
What's the
It's okay
seasoned
if you don't
vinegar
have-
made? What's used to season the seasoned vinegar?
in the seasoned vinegar, the salt and sugar. Yeah, mostly salt and vinegar. In the kantansu, or salt and sugar, sorry. In the kantansu line, we do have some that also like include lemons as well. There's a lot of them, so I'd have to look at the labels, but those are the two main parts in there. Best to drink daily. Right now we have so many drinking vinegars that it's really up to you. As long as you get your 15 milliliters, they say you can get the health benefits. So earlier we showed all of the different kinds and flavors. So whichever one you think you will drink daily is the one you should drink. So if you like blueberry, there's even a yogurt flavored one. which seemed questionable to me, but is actually very delicious. And some recipes even call for adding the vinegar to milk to make a kind of lassi. It kind of thickens up the milk and makes it into like a lassi. Just something I never considered doing before working at Mitsukan. And why is the yamabuki so dark? First I'll answer the benefits of drinking vinegar every day. So there's been a study in Japan that if you drink vinegar daily, you can lower your chances of high blood pressure. 血管圧とかで
血圧、
他のが何ですか？
血圧と、あとは内臓脂肪。はい、体重、ダイエット。
And yeah, so good for high blood pressure and also for dieting, something to do with getting rid of the, like burning more calories around your middle especially, is what I've read before. but it is good for diet according to our expert here. And yes, for why is the yamabuki so dark? That is, yamabuki no iro ga kore kara desu ne. Yeah, so the yamabuki is dark because it's made from the sake leaves, which have been matured and aged for the 3 years. So you can see how dark they got after 3 years of maturation, and that's shown in the end product. I use the yamabuki in my salad dressings now. Any other questions? We're getting ready, almost ready for cooking. I hope you can remember which one of the samples is which so you can use it up in your kitchen. So the first letter of the vinegar is the one on the label, if you can't understand the Japanese on there. Yamabuki related to the yellow flour. So when the yamabuki is added to the rice, the white rice gets the yamabuki color. So it's diluted and it gives that amber kind of yellow color to the rice. So that's why he gave it that name. Very poetic and like kind of romantic sushi image. Does the vinegar have yeast in it? Yeastが入ってる？お酢にイーストがないですね。
分かってない。でも、イーストが分解したやつが、イーストの旨味だね。
So Akino-san, he says that there's no yeast in the end product, but depending on what it was made from, there could be. So like if you had like from beer or something like that, there could be possibly. So I haven't heard of any beer vinegars myself. So it should be okay, these ones. So the yamabukiは樽で作る何年？
熟成は3年だけど、作るのはもう1ヶ月ぐらいかな。あとは短い。原料処理に時間かかる。
So for yamabuki, the main thing that takes time is aging the sake leaves for those 3 years. And then after that, we can make it into the vinegar within about a month. At the Mitsukan Museum, they have some in wooden containers. But now that it's been modernized, they can often use like the big metal vats to make larger amounts. You're welcome. to move on to the cooking. So I will stop sharing my screen and move out of the way and hand it over. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation. And Yaobuki you can get at your grocery stores in that same bottle. It's available in the Tokyo area. Sorry, I keep looking over this way. It's available in the Tokyo area and all across the country. I checked it the other day, so you should be able to find it. All right. You might need to go to a bigger supermarket though, because the really small ones, they'll keep the mainstay versions of vinegar instead of these more niche ones. But the bottle you have should last a while. All right.
Hi everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. All right, next part is cooking session. Thank you for the attending cooking session. So I'm Noriko. I'm instructor at the Japanese cooking school. Actually, I learned cooking school, which is washoku. Washoku, can you see that? Washoku. Washo means Japanese cuisine. Cook means cooking. I introduced Japanese cuisine, especially home-style cooking for non-Japanese with English. Today, I'm going to introduce sushi. Sushi is very, very popular here in Japan. Actually, it's a fundamental Japanese cuisine for Japanese, and also it's very popular over the world. Maybe we really like. Okay, so today we will cook 3 types of the sushi. Rolled sushi, in bold is very famous. We Japanese eat it for Door Festival, and also chirashi sushi with cup chirashi sushi, and also rolled sushi is very common. So you can choose which kind of sushi do you want to cook. All of them, but one of them. It depends on you. And also we prepare some ingredients, but you can use any ingredient as you like. It's very any ingredient very suitable for the Japanese sushi. Okay. All right. Okay. Shall we start cooking? The first of all, we're going to. Did you have a recipe? You have a recipe? Okay. So first of all, we're going to make pickles with Mitzkan kantansu. So actually, Sarah-san introduced kantansu. It's very easy vinegar. It has a lot of ingredients in here. Very sweet, tasty and sweet type. So can you see my angle? Just a moment. So can you see my angle? So there are some ingredients: onion and cucumber and carrot and paprika. Sorry, paprika, red one and white one. So, but you can use any ingredient. So we need to cut each by each. So first of all, cucumber, cutting the edge, and first cut into vertical into the half, and then divide it 4 parts. Like this. We need this side, this side. So we cut, and so other side, cut into the 4 parts. Like this. And next, carrot. Please keep the skin of carrot first. And after that, cut it into the half. Also cut into about 2 centimeters thick. 2 centimeters thick. 2 or 1 centimeter thick. 2 centimeters thick, this side. Cut into the half. Cut about 2 centimeters thick.
like this, and also yellow pepper cut into 2 centimeters each, same size. And if your pepper is long, please cut into the half. Like this. So red pepper, same size of yellow pepper. So paprika is very beautiful color. This color becomes very colorful. Okay, into the half. Like this. And finally, onion. Please peel the skin, brown part. And also cut into 2 centimeters each. Like this. Okay, that's it. Cut in the roots. This is very hard. So after that, please prepare this kind of cup, ziplock, and put the vegetable everything into the pot. Like this. Then prepare the Mitzkan Kantan's winning 100 milliliter. 100 milliliter. Please measure 100 milliliter. Like this. And pour into the pot. And mix it with then after that, remove the air. And close the top, remove the air. And keep for 20 minutes. Then after 20 minutes, we can eat. And also we will mix with the vinegar dry. All right? Okay. And also you can keep it into the refrigerator for 1 week. Okay. All right. Next, we will make vinegar rice. So did you prepare the cooked rice? Are you okay? Right. So I cooked 2 cups, about 2 cups. That is 350 grams of rice. We will use red vinegar. Today we will make Edo style sushi, red vinegar, and salt, and sugar. So first of all, we need 35 milliliters of red vinegar. Please measure 35. Oh. 2 tablespoons and 1 teaspoon. Okay. And we is sugar. Sugar is 1 tablespoon of sugar. 1 tablespoon of sugar. And salt, also 1 teaspoon of salt. One teaspoon of salt. Sorry, half of teaspoon of salt. Half of teaspoon of salt. Then mix again. Very good flavor. This flavor is stronger than usual vinegar. So
Yes.
after that, then sprinkle your cooked rice little by little. Like this. Then after that, mix with cutting motion like this and flip. So don't push, otherwise rice becomes very thick. Cutting motion and flip. So you can see the rice become very Yamabuki yellow, like a little bit brown color. And so don't fan during the mixing, otherwise good smell disappear. So after mixing, we're going to fan with uchiwa or newspaper or something. Okay. Oh, that's it. Can you follow me? Are you okay? Okay, great. Are you okay? Okay. Just a moment.
Okay.
So,
Let's try.
okay, great. Good flavor. Okay.
Yes.
All right. From the next, we will make 3 kinds of the sushi. First of all, we will make rolled sushi. Rolled sushi, boiled sushi. So, this sushi is very cute sushi. So, please prepare the salmon, slice the salmon. So, I will use sliced salmon and paper thin omelette, kinshi tamago. I already cooked.
Already cooked.
Already cooked. So, okay, great. So, okay. Good. Sarah-san, is it okay? Okay. Yeah, first of all, we will make salmon roll. First, we will use plastic wrap. Please put the plastic wrap on the cutting board and put the salmon here, like this. Then after that, for vinegar rice, we need about 20 grams, very small size. So put your hand with the water and about 20 grams. this portion. Okay. So, and put onto the salmon like this. Then after that, roll it. The first, squeeze on the top and twist to make round shape like this. So you make sure to make round shape. Okay? Good. All right. To make the jam. So, okay. Vivian, good, very good.
Okay.
Okay, Judy, good. All right. So, please to make as you like. So, the next is tamago. Paper thin omelette. Next part. So, we need lap one more time. Omelette here. Put like this. Put it across. And also, we need 200 grams of rice. So put in the center. Okay, after that, roll. Same as salmon. Squeeze on the top to make round shape. Like this. Like this. So you can choose any ingredient like kanikama or tuna can as you like, and shrimp as well. Like this. Okay. How about your rolled sushi? Oh, Vivian, what ingredient do you use? Much simple omelette. Okay. Clara, are you okay?
I'm fine. I just finished my omelette.
Oh, great, perfect.
The
So,
sun. Thank you.
balls.
Yes, too.
The next part, Apr23. So, please prepare a cup. 2 cups. The cup size is 150 milliliter for 1 cup. Very small cup. But as you like. The first, put the vinegar dry about half of it. Push lightly. Okay. And then for the top, should be flat. Like this. Okay. Then put any ingredient as you like. Today I put kinshi tamago, yellow one, but for example, tuna or okaka flakes, and also pickles it should be good. Then today I use egg. Like this. Then after that, add the vinegar rice on the top. So we need 2 layers. And a little bit should be far on the top. So can you see that 2 layers? The center is the ingredient as you like, like this. Salad. It's delicious. It's good for you. Okay. All right. So if you want to make one more cup, please make one more cup. So the decoration part. Today I use salmon. We will make a flower with salmon. First of all, roll of salmon here. And then also roll another salmon. Like this. One more. And some put on the top, center. Can you like this? It's very easy. Then like this. Today I will use cucumber around the salmon. Cucumber here. It's thin slice, very thinly sliced. Thinly sliced. This is about 6 or 7 pieces. Cut because about 5 centimeter size. So like this. The small size. So if you have any question, please let me know. So this pickle is very suitable for my lunch box and also otsumami with wine or sake or any alcohol is very sweet. Good combination. Okay. mix vinegar dry. Vinegar dry. So you can also eat for use ちらし寿司、角寿司 also tasty. Like this. And we will roll with plastic with your hand and some lettuce. So, did you prepare the lettuce or fresh lettuce or saladana or car lettuce? So please put your hand and lettuce and put the vinegar dry about 20 grams. 20 grams means half of a rolled sushi. Like, not put so too much. Then I add salmon. But you want to choose any ingredient. And also you can roll with seaweed. And like this. Then when you eat it, please put mayonnaise or soy sauce as you like. One more. This. And the salmon. And roll it. So this rolled sushi is very easy. Okay. So how about sushi? Can you follow me? So for rolled sushi, please unwrap. Salmon. And chirashi sushi. Clara, are you okay? Sorry, I cannot hear you. Please unmute.
I'm saying that I have all the ingredients ready, but I decided to watch you. And then
okay.
I make it later.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
So how about
The only question, I lost you with the marinade of the vegetables. I cut all the veggies, but I missed the marinade part.
Marinade part. So you cut the all ingredients. Then after that, put like a ziplock, and then pour the kantan soup about 100 milliliter.
Which one?
Easy vinegar.
Easy vinegar. Okay. And
Vinegar,
that's all.
100 milliliter. Yeah, that's all. And then mix and soak about 20 minutes.
Yes, contents. Okay, thank you so much. I thought I was missing something else. Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you. Kiki, how about you? Great, good job.
I've been snacking as I'm going.
So you did everything, or you can choose. Okay, Sarah, are you okay? Okay, Sarah, which kind of sushi did you cook?
I made the first one. I made the balls because this is the most easiest one, I think. And choose salmon, and the second one is goody, I think.
Oh, good, very good. Salmon and yes, omelette.
And goody.
Is it the omelette? Egg?
The egg I didn't because I'm not so egg fan.
Okay. All right. Vivian, are you okay? Oh, you use nori, seaweed. Do you like seaweed? Good. Seaweed also suitable for the Japanese sushi. Jade, are you okay? Okay, which sushi did you cook?
I made some of the temari.
Yeah.
And then I made a couple lettuce wrap.
Okay. So, it's okay. Selina, are you okay? Sarah?
Hi.
Hi. Which sushi did you cook?
Oh, we're making which one? The
lettuce.
The one in the lettuce. We're just making some more sushi rice.
Okay, sushi rice with sushi soup.
Yeah, we're just making some more rice.
Oh, thank you very much. So cute.
Everything.
Tonight's dinner, sushi. Sushi, temari sushi.
So please comment. Please give me your comment. Vivian, how's the taste? How your taste? Vivian. Wasabi. Wasabi very suitable for the rolled sushi.
Well, everyone, can you hear me? Would you show us your art together? Together?
Wow.
Would you switch to video mode, please? Oh, beautiful.
Wow, good people. Wow, good. Thank you.
Use the cantansu for the pickles.
So nice, Stefan. Great. you. Wow, good. Good cucumber, very beautiful.
I have a question for the sesame. Can we use this kind of powdered sesame?
Sorry, please add the vinegar rice with the pickles into the sesame.
Oh, I see. Okay. This powder one.
Yeah.
And you can use also powdered sesame as well.
Yes. Okay. To mix with the pickles and the rice. Okay. Yeah, for the with the lettuce one.
Yeah. Lettuce for rolled sushi. Temaki sushi. Wow. Francis, how's the taste? Yeah, thank you. So maybe you can, first time to eat red vinegar.
Kantan.
Wow,
Do you know which one is the kantan?
good. Sarah, thank you for the showing your sushi. So do you have any comment or any question? So, is it first time to eat the red vinegar? First time. First time. So, how is the taste for the red sushi? It's a Edo style sushi.
Would you put your comment on the chat, please? Did you find any differences in taste between red sushi and regular sushi? Any comment will be welcome.
Delicious. Thank you. Stefan, thank you. Great. Sarah, how about your rolled sushi? It's good?
Oh, I haven't tasted it yet. I waited until my husband came home, so we will eat it afterwards.
Interesting. Oh, interesting.
The yamabuki sushi, yamabuki vinegar. I think it would go better with pork and chicken rather than sushi.
Ah, I see. Because of the very good aroma.
Yeah, I prefer normal vinegar with sushi.
Ah, okay. It's more simple one.
Yeah. The question, which vinegar do you recommend for meat dishes? Do you have any comment about it, Sarah-san?
I think this is a kantan.
Answer to this question?
Yeah.
Yamabuki vinegar.
Pork sushi next time. Yeah. Thank you, Sarah.
I was thinking.
Do you recommend for meat dishes?
Main dishes, I was thinking like sweet and sour pork.
Pork.
Not sushi.
Akano-san says that it works really, really well with meat dishes.
Yeah, meat dishes.
Different
Yeah,
flavor.
like reductions as well for those meat. And if you add it to your grape juice and you have your like fake wine, then that also goes well with the meat. And I want to tell everyone the Kantan-su bottle, I don't know if I'm in the camera or not, but it should be put in the fridge after you open it.
Okay. We'll do.
Need to be in the fridge.
Some great recipes to entertain friends when the time comes. Thank you. Something to look forward to do.
You can use yamabuki like balsamic vinegar, according to Akano-san, because it has that same like rich flavor as balsamic. So you could try subbing it in for those kind of foods.
Yeah.
Also,
Greg, what do you think of the dark sushi vinegar?
malt vinegar 入れる。ニュージーランド。
What do I think of it?
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. It's a stronger flavor. I was saying that we went to an aged sushi place, and I think he used the dark vinegar with his sushi.
Yeah.
But it's, maybe it depends on the fish and the way the fish is cured.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, yeah. Mixed yamabuki vinegar with olive oil. Wow.
Olive oil, that's a good idea. Yeah.
What's that? With
Please enjoy the many kind of sushi. Red sushi, normal sushi, and also easy vinegar. It's very convenient for cook to Japanese cuisine. Okay. Did you cook already? Okay.
Thank you very much.
That's it. Thank you for attending our lesson. Please enjoy the meal and eating.
Thank you very much. And it seems like you are enjoying your dinner with sushi. And it's time to close the event. So before the ending, why don't we take a group photo together? So would you show up your face for the photo for a moment? So in Japan, when we take a photo, we say cheese together, right? So are you ready?
Hi.
Okay. One.
Mommy, we don't say cheese, we say sushi.
Cheese.
Sushi.
Sushi.
One more. Say cheese. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much for joining today. We were so happy to having you all. So next time we are planning to have similar type of event. We hope the pandemic will be over very soon, and we hope to have you in person event in the near future. Thank you very much for joining today again. So have a good dinner and have a good weekend. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.